Commander ZYXREL's three eyes widened in disbelief as the sensor data flickered across the holographic display. The readings were impossible, yet there they were, undeniable and glowing with an amber urgency that made his chitinous skin ripple with unease. Confirm the signature, he clicked in the binary language of his species, his mandibles trembling slightly. Navigator Thelvon, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline matrix, pulsed with confusion. Confirmed, Commander. It's a human vessel. Class, unknown. Origin, unknown. Current status, adrift. The bridge of the quantum meridian fell silent. For 3 centuries, no human ship had been permitted beyond the quarantine boundary. After the Convergence War had nearly torn the galaxy apart, the Galactic Council had been unanimous in their decree: humanity was too dangerous, too unpredictable, too volatile to be allowed among the stars. Earth had been sealed behind an impenetrable barrier of quantum fields and spatial distortions, a prison disguised as protection. And yet, here in Sector 7X, the Forbidden Sector, or reality itself bent and broke in ways that defied conventional physics, floated a human ship. How long has it been there? ZYXREL demanded. Thelvon's crystalline form dimmed, calculating. Based on hull degradation and radiation signatures, approximately 250 years, Commander. Impossible. The Forbidden Sector was a death trap, a region of space where the laws of physics had been shattered during an ancient war between civilizations long extinct. Ships that ventured into its boundaries rarely returned, and those that did brought back crew members driven mad by what they'd witnessed. Time moved differently there. Space folded upon itself. Some claimed the sector was haunted by the ghosts of dead universes. Send a priority signal to the Council, ZYXREL ordered. And prepare a boarding party. I want to know what that ship is doing here. The tactical officer, a hulking crag with 4 arms and skin like armored plates, rumbled a warning. Commander, regulations forbid entering the Forbidden Sector. The gravitational anomalies alone could tear us apart. I'm aware of the regulations, Vorik, ZYXREL replied, his voice sharp. But if humans have found a way to breach the quarantine boundary and survive in the Forbidden Sector for 2.5 centuries, the Council needs to know. This changes everything. The quantum meridian adjusted its trajectory, moving cautiously toward the drifting vessel. As they approached, the human ship resolved into clarity on the viewscreen. It was unlike any design in the historical databases, sleek where human ships had been bulky, organic where they had been mechanical. Strange symbols covered its hull, glowing faintly with a bioluminescent quality. Life signs? ZYXREL asked. None detected, Thelvon responded. But there's something else, Commander. The ship's power core is still active. Minimal output, but functioning. After 250 years, that shouldn't be possible. The boarding party assembled in the hangar bay, clad in environmental suits designed to withstand the exotic radiation and temporal distortions of the Forbidden Sector. ZYXREL led them personally, his curiosity overriding his caution. Something about this vessel called to him in ways he couldn't explain. The airlock cycled open with a hiss of equalized pressure. The interior of the human ship was dark, illuminated only by the bioluminescent panels that lined the walls. The air, surprisingly, was breathable, another impossibility that added to the growing list. Spread out, ZYXREL commanded. Record everything. Touch nothing until we understand what we're dealing with. The corridors were unnaturally clean, free of the dust and decay that should have accumulated over centuries. As they moved deeper into the ship, ZYXREL noticed something else. There were no control panels, no interfaces, no technology he recognized. The ship seemed to be grown rather than built, its walls flowing with the same organic quality as the exterior. They found the bridge, or what served as one. At its center stood a single chair, and in that chair sat a human. The boarding party froze. Vorik raised his weapon instinctively, but ZYXREL held up a hand. Wait. The human wasn't decomposed. She appeared to be in her 30s, with dark skin and intricate tattoos that seemed to move in the low light. Her eyes were closed, her expression peaceful. But most disturbing of all, her chest rose and fell with the slow rhythm of breath. She's alive, Felvon whispered, the crystal matrix vibrating with shock. ZYXRAL approached slowly. Beside the chair, a holographic display flickered to life, responding to his proximity. Symbols appeared human writing, but different from what the databases contained. More evolved. More complex. And then the human's eyes opened. They weren't human anymore. They were galaxies, swirling with stars and nebulae, containing depths that made ZYXRAL's mind reel. When she spoke, her voice echoed with harmonic frequencies that seemed to come from everywhere at once. You shouldn't have come here, she said, her tone neither threatening nor welcoming. Simply stating fact. Who are you? ZYXRAL managed to ask. How are you here? The woman smiled sadly. I am Captain Elena Vasquez of the human vessel Prometheus Dawn. And I am here because we ran. When the Council imprisoned our species, a small group of us refused to accept exile. We found the Forbidden Sector, discovered its secrets. This place, it's not what you think. It's not broken space. It's evolved space. The next stage of reality. That's impossible, Vorek growled. We thought so too, Elena continued, rising from her chair with fluid grace. But we learned. We changed. We became something more. This ship is alive, grown from our consciousness merged with the quantum fabric of this sector. We've been waiting here, watching, evolving. And now. She stepped forward, and the ship responded, lights pulsing in rhythm with her heartbeat. Now it's time for humanity to return. Not as you knew us, but as what we've become. Tell your council, the quarantine has ended. We're coming home. The quantum meridian barely escaped the forbidden sector before reality itself seemed to fold in on them. By the time they reached council space, Elena's words had already spread across every communication channel, broadcast by the Prometheus Dawn using technology that bypassed every known security protocol. Commander ZYXRAL delivered his report knowing that everything had changed. Humanity hadn't been waiting behind their barrier. They'd been evolving beyond it, becoming something the galaxy had never imagined. And now they were coming back.